Beautiful morning here. Good snow, a little bit of a north wind last night, so see what that did, but doesn't look too bad.
Hey, buddy.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
My house is down in the valley. You can see the ridge top from the house, so yeah, it's definitely like a backyard jam or whatever, if you want to call it that.
So I just go.
Delaney from Joe, you copy?
Delaney is in position, ready to drop. Hey Joe, just to give you a snow check, felt really nice.
Right on, buddy. Yeah, look good. Saw you on your exit.
Yeah man, your line looks insane. Have fun.
Oh my goodness. I've got them kind of filed here in my box by group. Right, so there's the Waddington Range sheet. Combatant. Well, that would have been about 78, something like that. For some reason, I just had to be on top of things. I had to climb things. I had to get to the tops of these mountains. And of course, very quickly, I realized, you know, like I need to learn how to climb properly or I'm not going to survive doing this very long. So I read Freedom of the Hills and other books like that. I rented an ice axe and went up to Mount Seymour and threw myself down snow slopes to learn how to self-arrest. And bang, you know, there I suddenly was in these huge mountains. I would come back frequently from a trip that I had done, and I'd have a photo of a peak, and I would stare at that over the following winter and decide I was going to climb that the next year. Wow, it would have been so good to do that route. There's a lot of good memories associated with every one of these photos. We bivvied here at the end of the first day in these little ledges. It was all right. You could almost sit down. By far the biggest thing I had done till then. Yeah, I've had a life full of adventure. Most of it in the Coast Mountains here, right? So it's not just that it's adventure, it's like home. The Coast Mountains are just so much more extensive than any other comparable mountain range that you find anywhere else on the planet. You know, the Himalayas, obviously, and the Karakoram are way bigger, but not really a lot more remote in some ways. The ocean obviously plays a huge role in the mountains because it drives the weather. You get vast amounts of snowfall in the winter. So you have really, really big glaciers to deal with. The Coast Mountains are, what, 1,000 kilometers long? Huge fjords the whole way along that coast. Big ice fields. Lots and lots of 10,000-foot peaks. You've got this icy wilderness for 100 kilometers across to where the mountains peter out and it turns into the Chilcotin Plateau.
You want to have a good rhythm, focused on being able to come into the arena and not him ducking this way. I always tell people, I grew up poor without money, but I grew up rich in culture. Very, very fortunate that the land's shaping who I am today. You look anywhere, in any direction here, you got everything. Crazy coastal mountains that have a variety of opportunity. This one's Tex. We bought him and kind of came with the name Tex. And this is a young one that we haven't given him a name yet, but they're definitely part of our lives. Yeah. And just a place we have. We're pretty far from any city, 3 hours from the nearest city, dirt road, and most of the places we go to require a horse. So, worth every penny.
Nên cái con next này thì cô ta ya chọn nó hết ní khá chút anh
dạ sana
à
dạ con tây khai ra con hết này hành này ya hết thu chặt cốt ăn
ồ
ya thu ba cốt ăn ya thân này
ồ
cái chặt lý bây giờ nó chana này chân này
à
ya cốt just cốt ta cốt đi
à
tên này khai là lý chặt lý bây giờ nó chana thật là chỉ sự có thay à
Chăn này thì nên khai có chạy theo cái
oh
Jimmy Nelson William Bruce Lulua Ranger Helen còn Brian Finney còn nó hắn là dân của này dân
yeah
nó chơi cái còn Michael Millanes hat đấy chú school agent đấy chơi cái
chặt là hôm nay ta khai ra thì ya thì sao này ha
ha ingat sa ni gui slut slan slan.
My belief is that stories only become more real when you're in that location. So you have to go there to make it more real.
Journey that one gone. It's created us with a blessed us young man.
Start line is in Nehemiah Valley here. I guess the crow flies is roughly 70 kilometers to the ocean. The trip means probably different to many people, but my point of view, it's honoring our ancestors. Sometimes that needs to happen. You need to figure out where you come from. The pressure of actually finishing the trip it does make us nervous. So many things could go wrong. Could be a grizzly bear, could be an avalanche. The ice field, don't really know what that looks like. The river crossing is a concern. We're prepared as much as we can, and that's all you can do. But I guess anything can happen. back in 1864, our people went to war. The Six Chiefs basically declared war on people coming into our territory that were basically mistreating our people. Our people didn't want to stand for it, so they went to war. So in 1864, down in Beauty Island, where we're going to be heading to, that's where the war started. Looking at the history of our nation, I don't think a chief has gone back there since the war. So very important for myself to be able to walk back across, and I think a lot of healing comes from that.
Our options.
It's gonna take so long.
What are our options? I'm thinking tacos.
Tacos.
That looks pretty good. What's the next one? Stir together mayo, half the lime zest, half the lime juice. Yeah, it's tricky because the kids tend to be quite picky and like opposite meals. Like Ava loves mac and cheese, Kodiak won't eat it. Some days I'm having a bad day and they're having a bad day, and you can't have a bad day. Ultimately, climbing was such a gift and so amazing, but it's not more important than lots of things. I probably would have spent a lot more time in my life doing this kind of thing without kids. It's a sacrifice that's like the best sacrifice I'll ever make because they're wonderful, and that's okay. It's like, maybe that's what being a grown-up is. Not saying it's easy. Here's all the old cams. I keep those around for Indian Creek because sometimes you need lots. There are certain cracks that are perfect for hexcentrics and don't work with cams. Ones that are like flaring backwards into them. And so these are still useful, like for some climbs. So the Big Bro expands. I think I have to untwist it first. Oh no, there we go. He was sticking in a crack, like a wide one. It's for the wide cracks. And then every bit of force like kind of cams it in. Yeah, these things are amazing. I think we should be a little vigilant about weight because, like, it's going to be a big day for us, you know?
For sure. Smart.
We should do our very best to pare it down if we can. I do wish that I could have this view at home.
Okay, would you rather cook for your kids here or at home?
Oh, totally here.
Yep. back, Jules.
You got it.
That's okay. It's just going sideways. So if you pull, it's like the big tug-a-roo.
But yeah, the weather could be better.
Yeah, it feels unfortunately like it's building, and the forecast said that was the thing. 2 strikes. 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah.
I
don't feel like totally emotionally ready to let go
know.
yet,
Yeah.
but
And we don't have to, but realistically, I think, unless things change pretty quick the other way, it's gonna be a pretty silly decision to launch up into this.
Pretty much been on all the mountains in this group. I mean, there's still some things I would love to ride. Some I'll probably never ride. Never been out here. Maybe I should put that on the list. I probably don't open the chest very often, but there's just something to like pulling the maps out and kind of like dreaming. I know there's hidden gems, and it's funny, there's things that, you know, sometimes it's the time of year, the sun hits it just right, and all of a sudden it's something you obsess over. Early in the mountains has always been important to me, like to try to push for those alpine stars, to try to like be there for that magic light, and that requires waking up early, and I'm not afraid to do that. "3:30 in the morning sounds obscene, but then here we are, right? Still trying to get in.
Man, it looks really well filled in.
The Looker's left one or the Looker's right?
Looker's right.
Looker's right. Oh yeah, that one you can just go.
I just gotta figure out how to get in on that cornice without triggering it.
Yeah, right up over the edge and then just go around.
You're gonna go down and try to get in there?
Yeah.
You gonna rope off your sled, or do you want me to come down with you?
I think I could anchor up off something.
Yeah?
My board or shovel or
Okay.
see if it's feasible. It's like a cornice entrance. Earlier in the year you can kind of ride in, but it's like a tight little slot, and yeah, just don't want to knock any cornice off with me on it. Just try to find solid ground here. Holy, that's still going. The power cloud made it all the way to my sled. Well, that's why we look, so we make sure we're on solid ground. And sometimes Mother Nature tells you to go away.
like it just did.
Earlier in the season, there's like a greater patience, you know, like, oh, okay, it'll come. But yeah, some years are harder than others, and yeah, it requires a greater level of patience, and yeah, maybe sometimes it doesn't 100% come. So I think as you feel the squeeze of the season, yeah, the obsession gets a little greater. I always think of myself as like reluctantly wanting to pass the torch, just because I still want to be there.
Somehow this place has managed to survive. Yeah, I think around the 40s and 50s, Braylorn was really booming. I've heard all kinds of different rumors, like it could be like 20,000 people or more living around here. Like some people come here and they don't last. A lot of people ask me all the time, like how it's going, and you can tell they're a little bit worried about me and thinking that I might be going insane. And maybe I am, and I just can't tell, but I'm happy, so I guess that's, maybe that's all you really need to know. Finally snowing a little bit.
No, thank goodness.
It's a cheap way of life to live up here, you know, because it has to be. And in the end, you end up not really spending any money, and you can enjoy this place. I think I've always wanted to live a little further away from civilization and just live like a simpler life. I kind of always like dreamed that that's what I wanted. Moving up here full time. Yeah, in those first years it was tough for sure, but it's just more enjoyable. You drive down a road and there's no one there. It's been a good transition. I don't think that we're ever gonna move back. That's it.
we're down here in Waddington Bay, and so I think tomorrow, if we can push up towards Moore Bay to put us in a good position to go up Kinkum. The flood will be starting at about 1 coming up,
Right.
and so leaving from here, we'll be able to come, coming through Kramer,
Yeah.
off Echo Bay, we'll have the current with us.
Yeah. Do you want to go on the north end of the Birdwood, or how
Yeah,
we go here?
on the west side there, yeah.
More?
That's good.
Good?
I think that's good, yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go. There we go. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, lock that
That's
off. Beauty. I'm just exploring. Checking out some of these inlets that we haven't checked out before. The mountains play a huge role, and the wind really funnels through and funnels around, and you get a lot of inflow and outflow winds, but it really is a climate and an ecosystem completely unique to the coast here and completely unique to this range of mountains and this whole world.
Oh, they're coming to the boat! Oh! Yes! That's so cool!
Oh, they're under! That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
Oh my god, they're so close!
Oh, thinking warm thoughts.
Yeah, how about that?
The more time you spend in these environments, the harder it is to go back to anything else. It'd be really hard for us to go back to Vancouver or to New York or to anywhere that we've lived and try to fit back into that kind of a societal norm. Once you've been out here, it's really hard to imagine anything else.
It's such a beautiful life living in BC, and on a boat, you're just so present with your surroundings and the people you're with and just what you have like right there. That is life changing, truly.
3, 2, 1. Woo!
Encore.
Yeah, and hold these two together. Michael!
You dry it up a little bit?
I'm sloshing around in water in mine.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. Dangerous going across rivers.
Oh, yeah.
I welcome you to the Homalco territory.
Hey, Auntie. Yeah, sit down, yeah. Yeah.
And 2 a.m. felt pretty harsh.
It's like crazy early. I wouldn't want to do it every day, but it's pretty nice to get a few days in like this.
Oh, yeah.
It might be our last go at the Alpine. It's like the best conditions of the season on the slide. So filled in.
Okay.
Buddy, you got this. Yep. Shred it.
Right. Bye-bye, camp. Not firing on all cylinders yet.
No, slowly waking up.
But I'm excited for today.
Yeah.
I'm like fired up to get to go fast and far.
Yes!
It was definitely very real climbing.
That was fucking terrifying.
The whole thing's been very, very, very serious.
Yeah, so keep it at whatever pace you need. Take your time, make an anchor whenever.
We're gonna make it, Lisa!
Good job, Julia.
When the shadows of this night are over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore.
I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away.
You're on belay! Climbing! Climb!
Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away.
Pitch 14. Or 13. Lucky 13. Maybe it's 14. Right? Alright.
Oh my god. It's like godly out there.
Yeah.
Man, so many more mountains to climb. Can't even say we scratched the surface.
This one sure was incredible, though.
North face of Hickson, up above the Scimitar Glacier. Huge 5,500 foot face with this beautiful rib and a big ice face running down beside it. Mount Monarch, I think this is just the greatest single peak. Any profound experience goes beyond words. See, we all struggle to try and describe something afterwards. Not just a mountain adventure, but any profound experience in life. Language is powerful, but language has its limits. You know, you can say words like wilderness and ice and expansive and talk about adventure and talk about challenge, and they're only just words. It's like trying to describe Beethoven's Fifth to a deaf person. Words are inadequate. It's not the real thing. The real thing's out there in the hills, isn't it?
Wait. Oh, it's stuck on the...
First step on a journey of many. Okay, let's do her.
It seems like overkill because we have another one. But yeah, whatever. I kind of wonder if at some point in this day I'm gonna have to go number 2.
What'd you say? Oh yeah, you do have to go. Yeah, we gotta drop you off here. This is not okay.
Oh, that's Mount Crumpet.
How do you know that?
That's where the Grinch went to dump it.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just fell for that.